Wagwan, my peoples, we are taking a big jump from last week's video and going from luxury back to affordable floor plans, with floor plans starting in the low 300,000s and up to $60,000 in flex cash from one of our favorite builders here in the Tampa Bay area. Today we're in Spring Hill checking out Anderson Snow Estates by M.I. Homes. What is going on, YouTube? If you are new to the channel, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back to the Living in Tampa Bay channel. I'm your host, Shandon Kaya, and your trusted real estate advisor for the Tampa Bay area. Today, we're checking out one of M.I. Homes' newest phases, less than an hour outside of Tampa, with floor plans starting in the low 300,000s. The community is called Anderson Snow because it's located just off Anderson Snow Road, where they have this massive sports complex, just one of the many amenities that residents have access to living here in this new phase. You're also located just miles from Weeki Wachee River, Silverthorne Golf Course and Country Club, as well as the Tampa Bay Brooksville Regional Airport. And then if you turn around and look behind me here, you have a playground centered right in the middle of the neighborhood for residents and their children to enjoy. We have just one model we're going to get to see today, and I don't want to waste any more of your time. But before we jump into it, I want to remind you guys that I am a licensed agent in the state of Florida. So if you have real estate goals, questions, or dreams of moving here, especially the Tampa Bay area, I would be honored to earn your business and help you make your transition here as smooth as possible. So I'm going to drop my contact information on screen so you guys can get in touch. And don't hesitate to send me a text, shoot me an email, or give me a call, as I'm always here to be a resource for you. And if you are curious about new construction but don't know where to start, I want to give you some value and drop the link to my free guide to buying new construction in the description of this video. Just copy and paste it into your search bar and it'll take you to the PDF completely free. And then lastly, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to go down, like, comment, and hit that subscribe button, because it genuinely helps me continue to create more content like this for you guys. Now, without further ado, let's jump into this model. And there you have it. M.I. Homes does it again. From the interior design to the utilization of space, we know they get the job done every single time. Now, there are some unique features to this floor plan that I want to point out to you. So let's flip the camera and I'll give you a POV tour. All right, so this is your entrance. You've got that beautiful chandelier up top with the beams and an accent wall. And then immediately to your left are your first two guest bedrooms, adjoined by a guest bathroom. Pretty standard from what we've seen from most builders thus far. Now, before you enter your great room just up ahead, this would be your garage entrance. Now, this floor plan does come with a 2-car garage, and then you kind of have like this little reading nook almost, or you could use this as like a shoe closet or shoe drawer, whatever you want to call it. And then your laundry room right here. You can see the stairs will go up, but we know M.I. Homes does not waste any space in their square footage. So they've made this beautiful kind of bar, laundry area, laundry room, so you can do your laundry, fold, sort, and still have some storage and cabinetry up here, which is really awesome. And now we'll come into the great room, and first you have your dining space, another beautiful chandelier, and this back wall where you kind of have almost like a mini bar that's not intruding with the rest of the space. And then backed up to the living room with the beams running across again, TV and kitchen LDK space. It's clearly visible, but I feel like it has to be mentioned that this island is super long. I mean, we're talking at least 10 feet, maybe even 12, but they have 5 seats there, and I just think a beautiful touch. Wouldn't be surprised if they win an award for the parade of homes this year. And then I also wanted to note the farmhouse sink and the pantry tucked away caddy corner. Again, no waste of space here from MI Homes. That pantry is actually bigger than it looks. I mean, you can step all the way inside. Boom. Now, before we head over there, I just want to take a quick note that this patio is absolutely massive. Definitely, maybe one of the biggest we've seen, but definitely the biggest we've seen in a while. And it is screened in. They do that as a courtesy to the buyer, making it a full-on lanai, and it is a perfect place to unwind, enjoy the outdoor space of your home without having to worry about the bugs. And now, heading back across, this is probably my favorite feature because you can see here you're going into an entirely different part of the home, but you come back here and your office is solo style, and you have the dual glass pane French doors, another wall of separation from the rest of the home. You have a small linen closet and then a half bathroom here, so you can get all of your work done, focus, and not have to be distracted by whatever's going on in the rest of your home, and make this a really solid workplace if you are a work from home person. And now we're going to jump over into the primary here at the back of the home and look at that. It is massive in here. And of course, your ensuite bathroom has the dual vanity, your shower. I love, this is a minor feature, but not every builder does this. They have the on switch for your shower here, but your shower head is actually over here. So like you can turn the water on and off without necessarily having to get wet. I know for me personally, that can be an issue sometimes. And then of course, a huge closet, and it is not split like some of the other ones we've seen before, but it is big enough to where you can see they have it staged as hers and his. All right, just one more part of this home, which I think was really unique. And as I'm going up here now, I want to point out that these banisters are absolutely beautiful. Not every builder spends the extra dollar to install this style of banister. They usually just do the wooden because it's cheaper and usually a little more universal. Not everyone likes this style, but I personally love it. And now heading upstairs, we have this loft area, and this is almost like a secondary suite. It could be like a guest suite, but they have it staged. You can see there it says built for serious gamers. You've got a desk and chairs there, and then one final bedroom up here. And I believe this would go to your eldest child. You can see it has St. Leo University, with it being just a ways down the road over in Dade City, and a bathroom to accompany. So this would be perfect for your eldest child to kind of have their own space. They could be upstairs, not be bothered by anybody. You wouldn't be bothered by them. And they have their own bathroom, chill area. They could just hang out up here, entertain their friends, whatever they want to do. All right, so that concludes the home tour, which is the fun part. But if you see this and you're interested and you want to learn more, then stick around because I'm going to jump home and I'll talk to you more about the HOA, the CDD, some of the fees associated with living here, as well as a little more of the area and where this community is located.
All right, all right, all right. So I was coming back to St. Pete, and there was an accident, one lane on the highway, and that was a nightmare of a drive home, just one exit before my exit. So, but nonetheless, beautiful home tour we got to see up in Spring Hill today, and I want to break down some of the amazing incentives MI Homes has coming up for the spring. So let's get it started. So I'm sure you've heard this one before, but this is their spring into savings on select quick move-in ready homes, and they do have several available for sale right now. And a couple of their structures are, first one is you can save up to $130,000 straight off the price of a quick move-in ready home, and an additional $20,000 in cash paid towards your closing costs. This is really good if you are someone who is kind of on a time crunch, would like to be closed in the next, I don't know, 30 to maybe 90 days, 1 to 3 months, and not necessarily wanting to design your own home. Typically, the way they have them designed is almost flawless. Um, their design teams and centers are immaculate, and the packages they put together for these quick move and ready homes are flawless. However, if you are someone who does want to design their home, we know MI Homes is a semi customizable builder. So if you start from the ground up, you can choose some of those design packages that allow you to pick your flooring, your cabinetry, the colors of each, and then the fixtures as well. And for that kind of buyer, they're offering up to $60,000 in flex cash for you to use towards both your closing costs, your rate buy down, design upgrades, or a little bit of everything. You can use it however you want. So big up to MI Homes, some huge incentives going into spring. So remember that. And secondly, to my surprise, I know I said it earlier, but there is no CDD in this community, and they do have both 50 and 60-foot home sites, and the HOA is consistent no matter what the size of your home site is at just $880 per year. That breaks down to $73.33 per month. And this fee is going to include access to your community clubhouse, swimming pool, fitness center, playground, and maintenance of all the exterior common areas. Now, moving on to location, amenities, things to do. It amazes me every time I travel up to Spring Hill and see the consistent and constant development they have going on up there on both the commercial and residential side. Starting with attractions, I mentioned earlier Anderson Snow Park. This is literally maybe not even a mile down the road, and it is a massive sports complex. They have baseball, soccer, um, walking and biking trails, and so much more. If you haven't been, I highly encourage you to at least drive by and see it. It is a beautiful place to go get a workout or some form of exercise. And to rattle off a few more, just within a few mile distance, you have Veterans Memorial Park, Silverthorne Country Club, which I mentioned earlier, the cinemas at Spring Hill 8, Escape Artist, which is an escape room, and then the Weeki Wachi Springs and State Park, and the river with direct golf access, which we all know and love. And a lot of people think Spring Hill is in the boonies, but you have all your essential shopping needs as well. You have Publix, you have Walmart, you have Target, you have Kohl's, you have Walgreens, all within the same block and shopping complex just a mile up the road. And there's certainly no shortage of schools either. You have John D. Floyd Elementary, Powell Middle School, Nature Coast Technical High School, Choka Chadi Elementary School, Gulf Coast Elementary, Challenger K through 8 School of Science and Mathematics, Spring Hill Christian Academy, and finally Gulf Coast Academy of Science and Technology. So they have K through 12 schools, and then, like I said earlier in the video, St. Leo University is just a 30 to 45-minute drive east into Dade City. So if you have kids going to university, that might be a good option for them as well. And might I mention that there's a Zaxby's just a mile down the road. St. Pete doesn't even have a Zaxby's. So, Spring Hill's got one up on St. Pete there. All right, my people. There was only one model today, and this community is rather small, so I believe I've given you everything I can about it. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. I'll use this time to remind you that I am a licensed agent in the state of Florida. So if you have real estate goals, questions, or dreams about this community or moving to Florida in general, especially the Tampa Bay area, I'll be honored to earn that business and help you make that transition as smooth as possible. So I'll drop my contact information on screen one more time so you guys can get in touch. I'll give you another reminder to also look down in the link for that free guide to buy new construction. It is an A to Z guide on the new construction process and how it differs a little bit from buying resale or a traditional home purchase. It is my free resource to you and another way to provide value outside of just these videos. And with that being said, if you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please be sure to go down, like, comment, and hit that subscribe button because it genuinely helps me continue to create more content like this for you guys. And with that being said, I'm going to head out. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll be seeing you on the next one. Peace.